Okay, back here with, I guess this is going to be part 10 of working on the Strat. I just finished pre-wiring everything here, and I forgot to mention that the caps for it, they're 47 microfarad, and all I did is I just pulled them off the old mini pots that came with the guitar originally, so that's where they came from. So, and yeah, basically over the last 2 or 3 videos, you've seen how to wire up an entire Strat with using shielded cabling as the only means of shielding for the guitar, and you don't need foil behind the pickguard. You don't need shielding paint. You don't need shielding foil in the cavities around the pickups or anything. You don't need any shielding at all if you put it together this way. And also, as you can see, it's not a really complicated circuit either. You got 3 going in, a couple of them run through some tone controls first. You got 3 going in, flip your switch, and you got 1 signal coming out. Hit your volume, and you're off to the jack and home free. So, now proof's in the pudding. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to hook up the amp to the output and make sure that the switch and everything is working correctly. Basically, I just want to make sure that wiring it up this way works. It should in theory, so. It's either going to work in theory or I'm going to look awfully stupid if it doesn't. And, then I guess I don't post the video, huh? Right? Okay. So, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, moment of truth. Got the amp. Got the gator clips on the end of the cord. And they're hooked up to the jack wire for the circuit. And now, like I said, I already tested the pots and they're working and wired frontwards and not backwards. And so all I will really need to do is just test to make sure the switch, this should be, I tested it in order to figure out which way it goes and stuff, and as I recall, it's set right now in the neck position, but we'll see in a second here. So okay, so let's see, we turn on the amp, and what pickup, we're guessing this is the neck, nope, it's the bridge. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be the bridge position, so the switch goes this way, I guess, and then that should be the neck. Very good. Yep, see, neck. Okay, and this should be the middle. In the middle there, and middle, yep, once again, it's the middle, very good. Sweet, okay, and this should be bridge and middle and not neck. Sweet. And position 2, we've got a neck and a middle and no bridge. And so yeah, it works. Put it back down the bridge. Alright. Oops, wait, hold on. Flip that around. It works. It's backwards though because the pickguard's upside down. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, let's try this again. It's now on neck. Yeah, it's on neck. So the switch goes around this way in the guitar. And yeah, that's neck. And down here is bridge. Bridge. Yeah, so it works. That wiring works. And yeah, there you go. So that's how you wire a Strat with shielded cable so that you don't need any shielding at all in the guitar. And that's totally from scratch. You know, I started with CTS pots out of the bag, and I had just a pair of caps that I stole off the old pots from this guitar, and that's the original switch. And this is an aftermarket set of pickups, and so yeah, it's all you know, starting from scratch parts basically here. So that's how you wire a Strat basically. And this is, you know, I looked all this, apparently I think the volume is supposed to be a taper and the other two are not in an original Strat, so that's life. I might go back and change the volume to a audio taper, which obviously would be nicer. Audio taper's nicer on everything for music, so, because you know, sound is logarithmic in nature and not linear, so you want something that's got a logarithmic taper to it, or an exponential taper, however you want to put it. So yeah, there you go. That takes care of that. The next step is I'm going to start putting the pots back in the pickguard and put the switch in. And so yeah, that's next. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And here's the guitar again. Take a look at the neck. The oil went ahead and soaked in overnight. Hasn't been wiped down, hasn't been burnished, hasn't been anything polished up with tissue or anything. That's just, you just put the stuff on and wait, and that's the result. It's really actually not looking bad. I think I can probably, yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm thinking, yeah, just polish it up with a bit of tissue and maybe hit it with some wax to help seal it a bit. And I think that's going to do it as far as the fretboard goes. So yeah, that was what, maybe 3 applications of oil worth, maybe only 2. So okay, yeah, here's the pickguard. I'll put back together, and now I need to do 2 things. I need to, 1, get the pots all facing exactly the right way so it will fit down in that corner. And then the second thing I need to do is figure out exactly where I want to route all this stuff in the way of the extra cable for the pickups. I'm going to see, I guess I can probably just go like from this pickup, I can go from this pickup, I can just go underneath and then down into here. So that should probably work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like, yeah, so it looks like I'm going to end up routing them kind of like this kind of a thing. It'll be 1, 2, 3 coming down. And then I've got this extra bit here that comes around. So I'm gonna see what I can do about like getting that stuff folded up and tucked out of the way and cable tied down and things of that nature. Make it a little neater and easier so that this whole thing will just drop right in. And then all I gotta do is, this gets connected to that through there. Might have to enlarge that hole. And then this guy is going to need to connect to some ground around here someplace. Actually, this looks like a good choice right there. It's right near the right near where that wire is. So that looks like a handy ground. And that's actually the ground for the jack itself. So you can't get much more grounded than that. So yeah, let me go ahead and clean up the spaghetti a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, Well, there wasn't really a whole lot I can do other than just kind of like run them down there and then wad them up and stuff them underneath all the rest of it. It's all in. It's a kind of a tight fit, but between tucking up under the neck and fitting right around the bridge, real nice. And then that pot is like all the way up in that corner there. And this pickup is, it's still got a little bit of room here. But yeah, in general, a snug fit for sure in order to get it all in there. Now I've also got that big long jack wire is stuffed down in there, plus the original jack wires are stuffed down, and the bridge ground. None of that's hooked up yet. This is just a test fit, so. But yeah, that's more or less the way it's going to look. And it doesn't look too bad. There's a fair amount of electronics kind of looking stuff down in there, but that's mostly just that extra cable. So, I mean, you saw when it was spread out on the table. It's not really a complex circuit or anything like that. So, seem to be picking up a lot of glare here. Oh, it's off of the, yeah, it's a clear, oh, it's the reflection of that bag. It's that dust cover bag for that guitar there. That's what I'm picking up. In the, it's reflecting off of the pickguard. It's right, I don't know if, yeah, I guess the camera's picking it up too, so, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's what it's going to look like there. Really only ended up using just one cable tie, so now I need to pull it back out, and I'm going to have to hook up the jack and hook up the ground wire, and then it's ready to bolt down. But before I bolt it down, I want to go ahead and clean up the face of the guitar here, because that's going to be underneath the pickguard. So I want to get the bottom of the pickguard, and I want to get the bottom of the pickguard at the very least, if not the top as well. And I want to get the guitar, the face of the guitar that's going to be underneath the pickguard. I want to get all that cleaned up real good before I seal it up. So that's going to be the next step, and there I'm just going to, I'll start with some Windex and see how it goes, and if I've got bad spots, then I might use a bit of naphtha for that, and then for, I think this is going to still be pretty shiny looking, and I can just get away with a little bit of wax maybe, and won't have to use even like a light rubbing compound on it or anything. So, see how it goes. I'm probably not going to film much of that. I mean, it's like, that stuff's like, I've got other videos on hand finishing guitars, and lots of people have videos on how to hand finish guitars, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It's like I said, these are not really meant to be instructional, even though they seem to sort of be turning out that way. And but yeah, so I suppose for entertainment purposes, you know, if I were building a guitar, I guess I'd have no problem having a video of some guy cleaning the thing up before he puts a clear pickguard on it. So I'll see whether I feel like shooting any video of that or not. I'm at about 14 minutes here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call this video as done. And next thing I'm going to do is clean up this guitar some. So I'll see you all in the next one. Everybody, have a good one.